Hi, this is Karen at Snickerdoodle Designs. I really like quotes and I really like using them in my scrapbook pages, but sometimes the positioning of the words in a word art graphic don't really suit my layout. So today we're going to take a look at a very simple way to fix that. I will be using the Marquee selection today, but you can use any selection tool you like. Just choose your favorite. If you would like a refresher on different selection methods, you might be interested in some previous tutorials I have on the studio blog and on my own website. Let me bring this up so you can see these. digitalscrapbookingstudio.com/blog and my site snickerdoodledesignsbykaren.com. So today, as I said, I'm going to just go ahead and choose the Marquee tool because for this layout it's the easiest. This is a layout I created using a new kit of mine entitled Deck the Halls. It's actually being released today. And this is a piece of word art from that. So let's make the word art look a little bit better before we actually do anything with it. It is a smart object, so we need to rasterize it in order to be able to fill it with a color, which is what I want to do. So I will hold the control key, click on the thumbnail to select it, and I'm going to use the green that's already in my color picker. I'll use edit fill, and that will fill with the foreground color. Control D to deselect, and that looks pretty good. I'd like it to look a little bit softer though, so I'm going to choose linear light and reduce it just a little bit. That looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. Okay, so now that it looks better in color, let's make it look better on this page. I think this line is just too straight for this page. I'd like it to be a little bit more soft looking. So I need to just come up to the selection tool I'm going to use, like I said, the Marquee tool today. I'm going to click on that and making sure I'm on the right layer, just select that OR. And come over to the move tool, grab that, and I'm going to just move this down right here, which is where I want that. Control D will deselect. Now the thing to notice is that they are still on their own, it's all the words are still on the same layer. If you know exactly where you want to move those words, that's absolutely fine. This is only a 3-word graphic, so it should be pretty easy to fix. So let's go ahead and grab that Marquee tool again, the move tool. I'm going to move this down right here, and I think that looks fine. Control D to deselect. And now I can move this whole thing over, and that's absolutely fine. What if you weren't sure exactly where you wanted those words? Let's hit Control Z to undo all that and get it back to its original layout design. And let's figure out a way to make it easier. If you don't know exactly where you want to move those words, we can handle that as well. So let's go ahead and make sure we're on the right layer. Use the selection tool. The selection tool. And I was pretty close to that Y. If you want, you can just move it over or add to it, subtract from it, however you want to do. And I'm going to actually, that's fine. Making sure I'm on the right layer, I'm going to hit Control J, and that's going to copy that letter or word. So now I have just the OR, it's on its own layer. Just to avoid confusion, I will label that layer. And I want to make the word nice on its own layer too, so I'm going back to the original word art. I'm going to select that now. Control J to select it, and now it's on its own layer also. Nice. Okay, so you have OR on it, nice on its own layer, you have OR on its own layer, and now we just need to make sure we have naughty. We can go ahead and delete those words, the OR and the nice, because we don't need them anymore. We have them on their own layer. You can do that one of two ways. You can just delete it, or you can mask it out if you want. I'm going to just delete it by hitting the delete button, because I know I have them on the other layers. Control D will deselect that for me. So now these are on their own layer, and you could just move them around until you decide exactly where you want them. And that is absolutely how easy it is. It's a great technique to use for word art when you just need it to be a little bit different. So I hope this has been helpful for you, and you're able to take the word art that you already have and make it fit your pages perfectly. That's it for today. See you next week.